What's good, peeps? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, so it wasn't just Anthony Joshua versus Ruiz Jr. last night. Kind of feels like it, but it wasn't. There were other fighters on the card as well. A mixed bag for UK fighters. Let's start with Buatsi. As expected, got the win. What was it? Fourth round stoppage against Periban. He moves on. Again, pointless fight if I'm honest with you, but regardless, he gets the win, which is important. Fights in America, tick the box, Madison Square Garden. He'll probably, I think they're saying that he might be on, what, is he on the Blackpool card? Is he on that card? I'm not quite sure. If he is, that's a quick turnaround, but if not, he'll be out in a couple of months anyway again. And fingers crossed it's a step up. Paraban's experience, although super middleweight, although not fought for 2 years, he's still experienced and got the win right against an experienced fighter. Tommy Coyle, I think in the lead up to this fight, I think a lot of people forgot, maybe because Algeria had this little hiatus from boxing. I think a lot of people though forget that Algeria is a legit world champion, former world champion. What did he beat? Did he beat Provodnikov? I think he beat Provodnikov for that belt. He even caused Amir Khan some problems. I think a lot of people though like to remember that Manny Pacquiao put him down so many times. But no, he's a good fighter, and I think he proved it. Tommy Coyle came to fight, always brave Tommy Coyle, but he looked a couple of leagues below Algeria, I thought, especially once you got past the kind of the midway stage. And as expected, I think anyway, I predicted that Algeria would get him out there sort of 8-9, and he did that. And I'm happy that Jamie Moore stopped it. I think he kind of saved him from what would have been a bad beating. I don't know if that's the end for Tommy Coyle. Probably is. I didn't see any post-fight interviews. He called it quits. He always said that this is the last chapter, and after a defeat like that, Madison Square Garden, it's not that bad a way to go out. So that could be that for Tommy Coyle. Callum Smith got the job done as expected against Hassan Ndam. I did expect this to go a bit longer, if I'm honest with you, just because Ndam's tough. But then you do forget that Ndam's a middleweight. He's a tough middleweight, where he's fighting a guy that looks like a fucking light heavyweight, to be honest with you, a light heavyweight. So well done for Callum Smith. Looked impressive. Looked strong as fuck. Looked strong as hell. I don't know, what does he come into the ring as? What do you guys think? What, 168? I'm going to guess and say something like 182, 183, which is a lot, but I wouldn't be shocked if he comes into the ring that big. I don't know how he can keep this up for this long, super middleweight, but he looks healthy. He looks like he's doing it. He doesn't look, I don't see him on the scales looking dry and drained. He actually looks good. So, I mean, he could be a super middleweight for a few more years to come, which is a scary prospect. Katie Taylor against Pearsoon. I thought she lost. Is it Pearsoon? I think it is Pearsoon. I thought she lost that fight, I have to be honest with you. Some people might say no. I think she lost that fight. I think she lost that fight by a couple of rounds as well. I don't think it was like a round or a split decision. I think she lost that fight by a couple of rounds. And that's disappointing, if I'm honest with you. I'm not going to say it's the worst decision I've ever seen, because it clearly isn't. But if she lost that fight, she lost that fight. And that's what it comes down to. It's easy. You just score it by rounds. And if you're scoring that by rounds, I don't know if you can make an argument to tell me that Katie Taylor won that fight. Again, I'm not going to scream robbery and all that kind of stuff and controversial, but it was a very controversial decision. She lost that fight. I think she started the better and she got a couple of rounds in the bank. And then after that, I thought Pearson just not dominated, but just was better. Just was better. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think Pearson deserves a rematch. I mean, fingers crossed they give her a rematch, because she deserves it. I mean, they're talking about a possible fight against Cecilia Brækhus now, but I think Pearson deserves her rematch. Whether that be in America or UK or anywhere, just give her the rematch, because she deserves it. Because Katie Taylor didn't win that fight. Josh Kelly, I said this would be a tough fight for Josh Kelly. I actually predicted that he would lose. I mean, a draw, I don't know, but I said this would be a tough fight. It's a big step up. It's a big step up. Like, people are already crowning him a future world champion. There are some fucking welterweights out there that no one knows, like this kid, that are good. But normally what happens, I'll tell you exactly what happens. Normally they get like 10 days or 2 weeks notice, trust me. That's what they normally get. Give some of these guys a full fucking camp and they will fuck some people up. But they don't get that full camp. They get 10 days, 2 weeks, and they come in, they get knocked out, or they look gassed after a couple of rounds and everyone's like, bum. No, there's some guys out there that just don't get their shot. And I think we've seen it now. There are levels in this boxing game. If everyone was on the same playing field, I mean, like, everyone get exactly the same notice, same strength and conditioning, same excellent sparring. I mean, boy, you'd be surprised about who beats who. But yeah, I mean, look, he's done well to escape with a draw. Trust me, he's done well to escape with a draw. And they're going to have to look at who they match him and how they match him again, because there are some fucking good Americans out there that Again, people might not know, might just look at the record and see loss and knockout and not understand the story behind that loss and knockout. But yeah, so mixed bag for the UK lot. And in the end, the top of that bag, the top of the tree lost. So a complete mixed bag for Eddie Hearn when you think about it. I mean, he's lucky. I mean, he could have gone home with a Katie Taylor loss. This is no joke. Katie Taylor loss, Joshua loss, and Josh Kelly loss in the same night. So he's lucky to get out of there with a win, controversial, draw, controversial, and a loss. I know he's big cash cow loss, but it could have been a fucking nightmare of a night for him. Nightmare. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about Katie Taylor? Win or lose, what do you think? And the draw of Josh Kelly, what do you think about that one? Let me know. Peace.